to be here for that fight. And I don't know. You probably heard it a few times, but I fought Usyk. I think he's a phenomenal fighter, and I think he's got a great team around him, honestly. And you're only as good as your team, but I think he's got a really good team around him after being in the ring with him and studying him. Still studying him now. I think that he's the one.
And as you guys just heard a couple times, that Anthony Joshua is still studying Oleksandr Usyk. And the question you ask yourself, for a person that has fought someone already 2 times, why is he still to this day studying Oleksandr Usyk? And my only educated guess would be that maybe he sees the success that he's been in for the last 2 years with the 4 opponents that he's dispatched. He knows eventually if he keeps winning, Oleksandr Usyk is the man at the end of the tunnel, okay? He's the man at the end of the road, not Tyson Fury, not Deontay Wilder, not anyone else but Oleksandr Usyk, okay? And I think if anybody should have any chance with Usyk, is AJ at this point. Why? Because once he's getting older, you know what I mean? Not because he's better skilled, he learned more, he got another trainer, his trainer made him believe in himself. But what does that really mean? Well, I think it takes time to figure out who you are as a fighter. And I think it took time for AJ, those 2 losses to Oleksandr Usyk, even the loss with Andy Ruiz, even though it was kind of a fluke, you know, and other stuff was attached to it. I think that he needed to learn about himself. He needed someone that was going to make him believe, to trust in himself on how to fight. And Ben Davison has done that. Okay, well, that took time. And during that time, Usyk has fought, what, 2 or 3 people? He's fought Daniel Dubois, he's fought Tyson Fury, he's going to fight Tyson Fury again. So by the time AJ probably gets the opportunity to fight Usyk, he's going to be 38 years of age. Okay, so that's 38 in compared to what, 34? Because Usyk was 34. 34 and 38 are 2 different age brackets. You know what I mean? Especially when you're talking about performance and wear and tear and, you know, conditioning and things like that. And people need to understand conditioning is what gives you wear and tear. Not always in the fight. The fight does its own percentage, but conditioning is what gets you prepared for the fight that you're about to engage in. Okay, so look at Beterbiev right now. It gets you injured. You know, that's what happens. You know, your strength and conditioning phase is very tedious. You have to be careful. You know, so saying all that to say this, Oleksandr Usyk has been training for Tyson Fury far too long. Then he fights him, beats him. Then he's going to fight him again. Then comes Anthony Joshua, a renewed Anthony Joshua, a reinsured Anthony Joshua, a new trainer, new mindset, you know, and he's still young. Yeah, he has the best chance to beat Oleksandr at that time. Do I agree with it? No, not really, because I don't like the waiting game. I don't like waiting out fighters. I don't like to wait till a fighter gets old, you know. That reminds me back of Oscar De La Hoya versus Julio Cesar Chavez, the legend, you know. It was once upon a time De La Hoya couldn't even spar with Chavez without getting dropped. But when they fought, it was a different story because it was on down the line. You see what I mean? So, yeah, AJ still studying Oleksandr Usyk, I believe, back to the beginning, is because he knows, you know, there's these other guys really probably either won't be around or those fights won't be available for him to challenge them. They could be, but more than likely they won't be because Usyk's probably didn't beat them, except for Wilder. I think Wilder should be a guy that he wants to take on, then takes on Tyson Fury at the end and for an all-British showdown, regardless of who wins between Usyk and Fury. But you guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua stating that he is still studying Oleksandr Usyk to this day. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.